good people of YouTube, and let me fix my mic real quick. Mountbatten here, and this is a video I certainly did not think I was going to be making today. I'm recording this actually Christmas Day, and like I said in yesterday's video, I thought the Yoshino review was going to be today's video since I finally got around to getting Yoshino, but something rather quite interesting, very interesting, was announced today and released, and that is the second round of the PT test of the Commander Rework, so update 10.0. And along with this update, a post was made to World Warships website, and that link will be in the description down below if you want to check it out for yourself. And it does go over all the changes in this iteration of the PT test. And the footage you're watching in the background is from this new updated PTS server. So feel free to check out the PTS server for yourself. You can download it from the game's launcher. You just have to install another instance and make sure you select the PT, the public test instance of the game. And you can do this yourself and check this out for yourself. So anyway, I'm going to go through the announcement and read word from word from it and give you guys my feedback on it. Again, if you want to check that out, the link to the article is down below. So here we go. So, Captains, welcome to the public test of Update 10.0. Updates to the Commander skill system, brawls, and other new features. Take a look through the developer bulletin, English is hard, and welcome to the test. Round 2 schedule, so this started today, December 25th, Friday, and ends on Wednesday, December 30th, so for 5 days you have an opportunity to get your hands on this. Commanders, thank you for participating in the public test of Update 10.0. Your feedback helps us improve the update and fix errors. Check out the changelog and join the second session of the public test. Updated Commander skills. Bots are turned off for random battles in the public test. Battles with players only will allow us to get more precise data on updated Commander skills. Here's the big one, and this point and the next 2 points are going to be the main focus of this video. We'll go over the other changes in this update, but this is going to be what we're going to spend most of our time on right here. Many of you voiced your concerns about the builds focused on the secondary battery and their efficiency in the new system. We'd like to comment on these concerns. We don't plan to lower the efficiency of such builds in comparison to update 9.12, which is the current iteration of the game on the live servers, and we'll carefully monitor it. Please keep in mind that the data from the public test isn't enough to make a decision about increasing the efficiency of these builds before the release due to the following reasons. There were bots in random battles, so the data was distorted. The announced extension of the secondary battery's range will appear only at the second stage, the one that's out right now. We will get back to this question after the second stage of the test, but the possibility that some secondary focused ships might become too efficient and will need balance changes after the release stops us from making secondary focused builds stronger before the release. If secondary builds lose their efficiency on the main server, we'll boost it. Keep in mind that with the update to Commander skills, builds like these also receive some improvements for the main battery, which improves the ship's overall efficiency. As we've already announced in the development blog, the firing ranges of secondaries on battleships and cruisers was extended. New ranges in kilometers. We've gone through this list before, but something they make note here. This is including cruisers too. So Siegfried can get her secondaries out now to 12 kilometers, which is a lot. And again, it's the same chart they went over in the previous dev blog about the Commander Rework, so go check that out, or go check it out in the article down below. It's too much to go through in this video. If a ship's base firing range of secondaries was higher than specified, it won't be reduced. Also, the detection range of a ship is a limiting factor for the secondary battery range. The maximum possible firing range of secondaries can't exceed the minimum possible detection range of a ship. Many of you said that the names of some skills were confusing. Concerning your feedback, we'll bring back some of the old names and change some of the new ones to make them work better with the old ones. Atlanta B. The base firing range of main battery guns increased from 11.1 to 13.3. That's because they can't take AFT anymore because that skill doesn't exist. Colbert improved dynamics of acceleration and deceleration. The position of skills and support part of aircraft carrier skills was changed. Focus costs 2 points instead of 4. Flight Director costs 2 points instead of 3. Interceptor costs 3 points instead of 4. The speed of patrol fighters on researchable aircraft carriers, Ark Royal, Erich Levenhart, Graf Zeppelin, and Graf Zeppelin B was increased to Tier 4, 187 knots, Tier 6, 221 knots, Tier 8, 235 knots, Tier 10, 266 knots. Real quick right here, I think this is a good change because so many times we see patrol fighters and catapult fighters, they just can't keep up with attack aircraft, and more often than not, in order to avoid a fighter patrol, most carriages have to hold down W. As long as they have their speed boost intact, then they don't really care about fighters. So that's a good change there for patrol fighters. I'd like to see this added on to catapult launch fighters as well. And that's what they note here too. The change will increase the efficiency of patrol fighters and won't allow enemy planes to get away from the chase. The detectability of patrol fighters in Tier 6, 8, and 10 aircraft was increased to 7.5. This change will remove a possible situation in the new skill system wherein patrol fighters appear right in front of a squadron, don't leave any time for evasion. Effects that increase the squadron's engine boost duration no longer increase its restoration time. The engine mechanics skill increased the duration of engine boost by 5% instead of 10%. Its improved version increases the duration by 7.5% instead of 12.5%. And they just go through a couple of bug fixes down there, and then they go down to talk about the rewards and clan brawls. So back up to the secondary little bits right here, and this is what we want to talk about. So right here they're stating the reason why secondaries is so inaccurate right now. It sounds like, at least from what they're going off of, they don't want to run to a situation to where on the PT server the secondaries are like insanely effective. Because if they would keep with the 60% boost to accuracy with Main 5 for secondaries and a 12.5 kilometer range, yes, that would be insanely efficient. Like OP, like 12.5 kilometers, your secondary guns are as accurate as they are now. That would be a bit too much, in my opinion. Now, they are also sounding like, and this does make sense too, sounding like they also sound like they also stated that I'm sorry guys, it's really late for me right now. It's been Christmas and so it's been spending all day with the family, been up really early, so I'm a bit drained. Sorry if I'm really flubbing it up right now. But anyway, so they do point out that the skills you take to get your secondary battery to what it is, they also improve the main battery guns. Like what's the last one? Not close quarters, whatever. It's the 4 points. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it decreases the reload time of your secondary battery guns, but also decreases the reload time of your main battery guns by 10% too once you're within secondary range. So on a ship like GK that has 12 guns, when you get within secondary range, you have a 10% boost to your reload time, and that is a big boost on battleship caliber guns. I see their point there. Now, the big deal is that they state that they do not want to decrease the efficiency of the secondary build. They want to be the same as on 9.12 as it is in 10.0. I'm sorry, the same in 10.0 as it is right now in 9.12. So that's big, because they're saying in writing that they are not going to decrease the efficiency of secondary builds. And if any of you have been following this, the efficiency of secondary builds has gone through the floor. As I'm sure you've watched already, there was an instance in GK, or it might be the clip going right now, I'm not sure what order I'm going to show them in. Le Fantastique was sitting still 3 kilometers away from my GK, and I had my secondaries focused on it, had him selected with manual fire, and way over half the shells were going in the water from 3 kilometers. I can promise you, on the current live server, those secondaries would have been drilling that Le Fantastique, and he would have been dead long before he wound up being sunk on the PT server. Yeah, and as you can see, like we suspected, with the secondaries being pushed up to 12.5 kilometers and the current accuracy of the secondaries, you're not hitting much at 12.5 kilometers. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Except for like battleships, you're not hitting much. So I get what they're saying here, and what it sounds like they're saying is that they are going to start here, they've removed bots from random battles, and yes, I am playing in co-op in the background footage. Just like the last time I ran this test, I wanted to give this secondary build the best possible scenario to show how it could perform. So playing its bots, when bots just kind of, again, bulldog Russia, and they just don't care, they hold down W and they just go for it. That's the best situation you can be in with this secondary build. When ships are closing to within secondary range, they're getting very close, and your secondaries are getting the chance just to go off constantly and constantly hit targets. Now, apply this to random battles, and I can promise you this is almost a worthless build. Some people think the current iteration of secondaries is a worthless build. I don't think so, because when you do get within secondary range, they are very, very, very efficient with a full secondary build, and that's why I do full secondary builds. It's a lot of points to invest, but boy, if something gets within your secondary range, you shred them. And you should, because you have to invest a lot of captain points into the secondary build. And with this new system, you have to invest even more. So yeah, if I have to invest at this point, what is it, like 16 points now? Or like 14 points, something like that now with this new system? These builds better be darn efficient. So if Wargaming is serious about this, and they do follow up on this, and they do keep to their word, which I know some people go, oh, well, they haven't done that in the past. Well, like we talked about with the Never Submarines, nobody in the Warships team ever said that. And like with the We Will Never Nerf Premiums rumor that was floating around, that was never said by anybody on Wargaming. There's no proof. You can go dig on the forums, past posts, whatever. You will never find that sentence typed anywhere by a member of the Warships team. So yeah, this time we have it in writing. So am I saying that they are going to 100% buff secondaries to what they are today, or near what they are today? No, but I'm saying that they are saying that they will keep them as efficient as they are today in the Commander Rework. And if that's true, and if this does happen to where with 10.0 drops, these secondaries are, well, I would say at least soon after 10.0 drops, because I get it, you can only get so much data from the PT server. I would say within 4 months, if they are back to where they are today, good on them. I'd be very happy if that happened, and I would commend Wargaming if that did happen like that. And if you look at the way they've handled balancing, this is following that pattern. They're starting out low, and it seems like they're going to crank it up just a little bit, so they're going to increase the accuracy maybe by like 5% here, 5% there, 10% here, you know, just go up until they can fine-tune it to where the secondaries perform just as well in the new system as in the old system. Now, where is that happy medium? I don't know. I don't think if they stick with this 12.5 kilometer range on German secondaries that we're going to get a 60% boost. I think maybe a 50% boost would be somewhere in the sweet zone, maybe 50-55%, maybe, with the 12.5 kilometer range. Who knows? They may do something where, you know, from 11.6 kilometers in, it's a 60% boost, but from 11.6 kilometers out, maybe it's only a 30% boost. That would make sense, and I would accept that. But who knows what's going to happen? But that is what Wargaming has said. I know this is a very rushed video, and again, I've messed up a lot because I'm really tired. It's like almost midnight when I'm recording this, but that is what's going on right now. So, let me know your thinks in the comments down below. Do you guys think Wargaming is going to follow through on this? Do you think they're just going to just let the secondary build die? Let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way now to 25,000 subs. Just passed 21,000 subs not that long ago, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm going to bed now, and hope to catch you guys in the next one. Saturday. Have a great Saturday. Jeez, I am really that tired.